Hello, welcome to lesson number 73. Previously, we were talking about the types of solution, that is hypotonic solution, hypertonic solution, and the isotonic solutions. Today, we are going to talk about osmotic pressure. I'd like us to understand how it happens, what causes it, and why is it referred to as osmotic pressure. The word osmotic pressure has been derived from the word osmosis and pressure. Osmosis is defined as the movement of water molecules from a region of low concentration to a region of high concentration across the semi-permeable membrane. When a concentrated solution is separated from distilled water by a semi-permeable membrane, the solution is going to develop some pressure which will enable it to absorb water from the distilled water. As that process continues so as to enable water to move from a region of low concentration to a region of high concentration, the semi-permeable membrane is also going to generate some pressure which is trying to prevent the water molecules from moving into the solution, which is highly concentrated. And this is also said to be a pressure which is trying to prevent the process of osmosis from taking place. Therefore, the word osmotic pressure can be defined as the pressure which is generated by the semi-permeable membrane to prevent the process of osmosis from taking place. Or you may also say that osmotic pressure is the pressure which is generated by the semi-permeable membrane to prevent water molecules from getting into the solution. Osmotic pressure is measured by an instrument called osmometer. I have a certain PowerPoint presentation here which I'm going to use in explaining the meaning of the term osmotic pressure further, and I would like you to look at this so that you can understand how the osmotic pressure takes place. Okay, let's look at this.
These two structures will help us to understand how osmotic pressure is experienced. We have this one which shows the initial state of the experiment, while this one shows the final state of the experiment. As indicated in the two diagrams, we have these blue structures representing the solvent molecules, while these red ones represent the solute molecules. This one is the semi-permeable membrane which has separated the two solutions, and when that has been done, water molecules will move from a region of low concentration to a region of high concentration. As you can see, this region here is lowly concentrated, while this other region is highly concentrated. When the two have been separated by the semi-permeable membrane, as you can see in this initial state, water molecules are going to move from left to right, that is from this region to this region which is highly concentrated. As that process continues, there is some pressure generated by the cell membrane to prevent the process of osmosis from taking place. In this case, the process of osmosis continues and water molecule moves to the region of high concentration from this region to this region until there is uniform concentration. As you can see here in the final state, water molecules level have risen up. It has increased in this region of high concentration. That is an indication that water molecules are moved from the region where it was lowly concentrated to a region where there is a high concentration. You can see that there are some arrows showing water molecules moving to the highly concentrated region. When the process of osmosis is taking place, we say that there is net movement of water as represented using this arrow down here, and that proceeds on until we are having equal concentration, when there will be no net movement of water molecules. Always remember that the intensity of osmotic pressure varies based on the concentration gradient, that is, the difference in concentration between lowly concentrated solution and highly concentrated solution. The greater the concentration gradient, the higher the osmotic pressure. That is the end of this lesson.